Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. This is going to be another quick video on the Subaru STI. I'm almost out of the first tank of fuel in it, so I kind of wanted to give an idea of what kind of fuel mileage I am getting, because that was one of my big concerns when I was actually getting this. Was I was hearing all these horror stories about 13, 14, 15 miles per gallon. So I ran through almost a full tank. I have about a quarter of a tank left, so I'll go through on what kind of fuel mileage I'm getting, my driving style. I do not beat on this car. It's brand new, so even if it wasn't brand new, I'm not going to beat it to death. So this is just generally how I would drive it day to day. But I'll get in and show you that, and then we'll go down the road, fill it up, and kind of show you how much it will cost, because it does take premium fuel. I do have some tech videos coming out recently, but I ran through this first tank, so I thought I'd get a quick video up, because it may help some of you out that may be scared about the fuel mileage on this. I think when I got it, it was around 15 or 16, and I think this had a couple hundred miles on when I got it, so I've ran through almost the whole tank. So let's jump in and take a look, see what we got here. Few different, I don't know if this is even focused, but few different driving modes with this. All right, so now we're in the car. My driving habits are that I generally drive in intelligent mode right now, because it is in a break-in period, so I want to make sure to try to keep the RPMs under 4,000, mainly because that's what the manual says, and that's hard to do if you do it in sport. But intelligent, you just press down there and it will put it into intelligent. You go to the left to do sport, and I have not even messed with sport sharp, mainly because the RPMs are still a little too high, and honestly I probably would only do sport or intelligent anyway. Supposedly in intelligent you get the best fuel mileage, so I've used that maybe 60% of the time and done the sport the rest, so we'll get into that there. So for my actual fuel, I have driven this 226 miles on the actual tank. As you can see, the total miles on the car are 446, and we'll get up here and get you an idea of the actual gas mileage, if I can get it to focus on that screen. Doesn't like to do that. So as you can see right here, my average for my 226 miles here is actually 19.8. So I drive 90% back somewhat country roads, and go through a few small cities here or there. So it's a lot of 45 to 55 for the speed. So that's currently what I'm getting. I have about 70 miles left in the tank, and if you look here, I have a little under a quarter of a tank. So this is not a very massive gas tank, and so that's what I am getting. So let's see what I'm getting for the whole odometer. Oop, already passed it. So 19.8 for the odometer. So that's for the total for 466 miles is what I'm getting there. So as you can see, it's actually not that much different. So around 19.8. This is much better than what I was actually expecting to get. I honestly was expecting that I would get somewhere in the, again, 14 to 15 range, mainly because it's still a brand new car, and sometimes it takes a little bit for these to kind of get broken in and for the fuel mileage to come up. At least in our Subaru Ascent, which you can see there, it currently only gets around 19 miles per gallon, so I'm pretty happy with that so far. Again, I've not beat on the car. RPMs have stayed under 4,000, and I generally do all city back, mainly country road driving with a few stoplights here and there and going through some cities. No interstate driving. This thing's only been on the interstate for about 5 miles, so we don't do a whole lot of that. So that will get you an idea of fuel mileage you get. So now that we've done that, let's go fill this thing up and see how much it's going to cost us. So after filling this up, it cost me $28, and I paid $2.46. 93 premium fuel. I get my gas at usually a Kroger, because they always have 93 premium. Some gas stations in my area in Ohio do not. So that's generally what I got. So if you reset the trip, you are estimated to get 310 miles per gallon out of a tank, which is probably about all you're going to get. So it's going to be it, guys. I just got my first tank of gas. Kind of give a general overview here. So I paid $28, and the gas price was $2.46, $2.48 a gallon. There was about 70 miles left in the tank, so I was getting between, again, that 19 to 20 miles per gallon range. And again, I do mainly all back road driving. There is a few city here or there, some stoplights I have to go through, but overall, I'm pretty happy with the first overall kind of how much gas mileage I am getting out of this. That's one thing I was really scared of when I was actually looking to purchase this, is just there's a lot of people out there reporting 12, 13, 15 miles per gallon. And if you're already getting 19 or 20 with a brand new car, I believe it will probably go up a little bit to maybe 20, 21. So I'd expect to get that. Again, I get my fuel at Kroger, 93 premium. I believe you can put 91 in it, which a lot of gas stations in this area actually have 91 as their only high premium option. But all the Krogers have 93, so I usually just shop there. So $2.46 is pretty cheap right now for premium, so as that goes up, I do probably expect to have to pay $30, $35 to fill up the tank. And again, the tank was not empty. There's about 70 miles left in the tank. And when you fill it up, it actually reads that you have about 310 miles until you're going to run out of fuel. So not a massive gas tank or a long range, so just expect to at least fill it up probably once a week. I've had this car for 8 days now, so I probably could get a week and a half out of it if I wanted to. If you guys have any questions, comments, leave them below. I will try to get more videos up like this to kind of give you an idea of just what it is like to drive, purchase, the overall experience with a WRX STI. Don't be scared with fuel mileage, especially if you drive it. I'm not going to beat on this car ever. I drive it like I normally would, even though it is in the break-in period. So I expect I'll get this gas mileage for the life of the car. Thanks everyone again. Have a good weekend. Sorry for the wind and the noise. It is really windy right now. See you guys next time.